Good Tuesday evening. Picked up more than a drop or two in that rain bucket this afternoon. Take a look at these rainfall totals. Over an inch here in Bryan College Station, 2¼ inches in Caldwell, almost 2 inches down in Giddings. So some really good rain amounts across the Brazos Valley, and we have more on the way. Taking a look at the temperatures out there right now, sitting at 68 degrees, that dew point 67. So it's possible we could see a little bit of fog start to develop during the overnight hours. So keep that in mind as you head out of the door tomorrow morning. Could see some fog. It'll quickly burn off heading into the late morning hours. So temperatures out there generally in the 60s across the Brazos Valley. That rain cooled air has really made those temperatures pretty comfortable despite that high humidity. Temperatures across the state in the 80s to the south and west, 82 degrees in Laredo. Take a look in the Texas Panhandle, though. Those temperatures in the low 50s. That is to the south of a warm front. That warm front is across the Red River, kind of extending into southern parts of the Texas Panhandle. Amarillo, of course, on the cold side of that. That thunderstorm complex that moved to the Brazos Valley, working its way off of the Texas coast within the next couple of hours. Most of the state pretty quiet, no activity along that dry line in western Texas. Taking a look at the future radar, shower and thunderstorm activity going to work its way off of the Texas coast tomorrow morning. Could see some fog out there. Can't rule out a couple sprinkles. Most areas going to remain dry. Now, as we head into the afternoon hours, we're going to have an outflow boundary across the area. That could spark a few showers and storms once we add in just a touch of daytime heating. And that's going to be the same thing as we head into Thursday afternoon. We'll talk about that here in a second. Notice some storms off of that dry line try to work their way into the Brazos Valley Thursday morning, but those should really die out. But going to help reinforce an outflow boundary that's over our area by the afternoon hours, and that could trigger a few showers and storms as an upper level disturbance moves overhead. Best chance, though, going to be along into the east of that I-45 corridor for the Brazos Valley Thursday afternoon. Thursday, not the only day we're going to deal with some shower and thunderstorm activity. It's going to continue as we head into Friday, Saturday, as well as Sunday, as some upper level disturbances work their way over the state. Notice this system right here. This is a pretty big upper level low that's going to meander over the state during the weekend. That's going to tap into some deep moisture dew points in the upper 60s, lower 70s across the Brazos Valley. That's going to help support some heavy rainfall, as well as some high precipitable water values across the region, going to make sure those rainfall rates are pretty heavy at times. Some areas in the Brazos Valley will pick up an additional 2 to 5 inches of rain over the next 7 days, with the heaviest rain coming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe extending into Monday morning. Can't rule out a few areas picking up possibly 6 to 8 additional inches. Again, that's going to be isolated in nature, but looking like the Brazos Valley as well as western Texas is going to be the bullseye for that heavy rain over the next 7 days. So looking like a pretty wet period that is going to develop across the Brazos Valley. We're talking about the possibility of some tropical development out over the Atlantic Ocean as we head into the weekend. Looking like we're going to see a broad area of low pressure develop over the northern Bahamas. This may develop as it lifts toward the north and the east as we head into the weekend into early next week. 70% chance of development from the National Hurricane Center. Looking like it's going to develop into a subtropical depression, maybe even a storm as it works off toward the north and the east. Good news is, though, not going to impact that coast of Florida or the south and the east. However, there could be some rip currents out across the coastal areas of Florida, maybe even some rough seas, but this activity should move off toward the north and the east as we head into the weekend early next week. Won't see any impacts here, but it's a sign that the tropical season is right around the corner. It starts on June 1st. Taking a look at that extended forecast, rain chances for the Brazos Valley over the next 10 days. Stay tuned, more KAGS after the break.